it's Autumn. I today am over at my friend Amy's house, and I'll have her channel and everything linked below. But today I went through a lot. Well, actually I went through them yesterday, but I went through my fragrances and I found that a lot of them are very similar. So the whole idea behind this is blindfolding her and having her smell them, and she's gonna see if she can point out any differences between them. For me, if I spray them on myself, I'm not really seeing many differences. And so some of these are within the same price point, and some of these are on opposite ends of the spectrum as far as price point. So if you happen to have one of them, you may not need the other one.
Cool.
Or if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, this might be a good video.
And did you say part of the reason you kind of came to this conclusion is because you're grouping your scents as you're reorganizing them? That's cool. I'm just thinking that especially early when I was collecting, that would have been so helpful to me to understand, because you're just trying to get all this experience. So it's cool that you've kind of decided that there's some families here that that'll quench the same thirst. Cool.
And you guys may notice that a lot of the bottles, and this might be a hint to her, a lot of the bottles even somehow look similar, even though
weird.
The more popular ones sometimes are more recent, and some of the other ones are older. Like, it makes no sense, but I think sometimes they create bottles around what they're kind of feeling or when they smell it. And so I find that some of the colors of the bottles and things like that are similar too.
Who's your sidekick here?
This is Ansley. Hi. She's here for assistance if I need it.
Okay, assistance. And will she be sniffing?
I mean, she can smell them if she wants. She'll probably ask to smell.
Yay.
All right.
All right. And the's a cat in the mix down below.
All right.
All right.
So you're going to blindfold yourself.
Oh, sorry.
Now,
okay, here we go.
and I'm going to prepare. I'm going to open it up. So I'll show the fine people on camera. The first two I am comparing. And I'll have them.
What are you doing? Put them on scent strips? Okay.
And then I will have them listed on the screen and below as well.
Oh, fun. Okay.
If I'm not good enough at showing them on camera.
I think this is going to be a true test of how well a nose works too. And I think a lot of it, even though I have a lot of experience now sniffing things, we're still so influenced by the things we read ahead of time. So it's going to be really interesting just to see in earnest, like what I really like or what I experience.
Okay, here's number one.
Am I holding it? Am I supposed to say what I smell or no?
Yeah, say what you smell or what you think it might be, because I know you might know some of these.
I get candy with a little bit of aquatic, and I really like it. It gets me a little bit of a pink sugar. I feel like I get pink sugar and a tiny bit of aquatic. I like it. Simple, but I've been craving some of that lately. That's pretty. I feel like it also is something that a lot of people could like.
I'll stick the 2 cents in my pocket.
It doesn't feel, and this isn't a diss, it doesn't feel complex.
Okay, here's this one.
Oh God. Oh, that's so similar. How is this different? Let me give it. It's slightly, like 5% different, I feel like. And in that, if the other one were a tiny bit aquatic, this feels a tiny bit greener, but it's totally got the same DNA. I mean, to the point where on 2 wrists, I might think this is the same exact scent for sure. Wow, that's so interesting.
Okay, do you want to take your mask down?
Sure.
Okay, I wrote them down.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. So which one do you think was the first that you smelled, and which one do you think was the second?
Okay, so this is why this is the raddest idea for a video. I think I absolutely need the second scent, but I have the first one. I do not need that second scent. Or maybe if let's say it was my favorite scent category, I would need 3.
What do you think the first one you smelled is?
Pink sugar.
No.
Oh, it's not? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No kidding. Oh my gosh. So they are so similar. I mean, like, and it's funny because as you know, you sprayed the unicorn scent for me, I think, and I was like in love with it. I've almost bought it twice, and I've just been broken buying other things like water heaters and boilers. But I reading the reviews had convinced myself that they were so very different that I needed both. But now I'm like, I don't think I do because I have pink sugar.
There's only 3 notes that are exact, which are the cotton candy, the vanilla and the sandalwood. However, the Truly one right here has acai berry, whereas in the Aqualina has raspberry and red berries.
That's weird. And here's what I got. I got more green from the second one, so it must have been pink sugar.
So pink sugar, and I'm looking to see.
But they're so similar. I mean, like, here's the other thing it makes me realize.
Pink sugar does have fig leaf in it.
Oh.
But Truly has matcha tea, and that's to me is
interesting.
Kind of like
but I do. So here's what's wild to me. First, if you would ask me, even based on, I mean, I've worn pink sugar for years, like a lot of us, 30, probably 20 years. How long has it been out? Maybe not even that long, but it feels like a long time. If you would ask me to describe pink sugar, I would have said it's all sugar and a little bit of licorice. But I actually, it's a little more complex than I thought, even though I said it's not super complex. But they are so much the same to me. I can't believe it, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really think I need both.
I feel that
they're better than I would have thought, though. If you would have told me to describe, I would have said they were kind of juvenile. They're not bad.
This one feels a little lighter to me.
Does it?
A little lighter, a little airier, whereas I find that Aqualina to me is a little bit of a heavier version of it.
Now, here's something that's interesting. They are drying down a little bit different.
Let me see if I can tell the difference because Ansley mixed them up. This to me smells like Aqualina. This
one has a little more, feels like berry to me.
Yeah, this is the Truly.
Yeah, tiny bit, and it's maybe a little deeper, but I'm surprised both by, and I can't believe I'm saying this because one's in my collection, and I absolutely was crazy about the other one you sprayed it for me. I'm reminded how much I earnestly like these. Like, I really do like it. I don't care if it's overdone, and you know what I mean? It's like, it really hits a spot for me. I think it's beautiful. Wow. And I don't need both. Right on.
Okay, so you ready for the next?
Yes, that's so fun.
All right.
So, have you read that whole concept that it's not just coffee beans that resets your nose, but you can smell your own skin? Is that kind of the way we're thinking these days, where if I'm getting overwhelmed by scent, I really just need to smell something that's not the air right now.
I've heard that too. Yeah. Okay. All right, here's the first one.
Cool. Ooh. What? That's really spa-ish. What I get, is that Little Mrs., a little white cat?
Yeah.
I get soap. What specifically though? God, I'm not sure. I'm not as good at understanding some of the aromatics. I haven't worn as long. I feel like I get a citrus, and I get maybe even lavender or something, and soap, but it's clean without smelling like chemicals, which almost always I feel like, especially in American perfumes, clean is this screechy like dryer sheet thing that I hate. This is beautiful. You could convince me this is like in a hair product, or it's like a whey scent or something. I don't know.
And that's what this scent reminds me of, is like,
it's beautiful.
The scent that they would always add in like 90s hair products, like in the 90s.
And maybe that's why I like it. It really smells comforting, carefree, and like something I would wear on a hot day. It's beautiful. I really like that.
All right, so we'll do our next one here.
Lemon, is it lemon or bergamot? I can't, or grapefruit. Anyways, it's a citrus I really like. Boy, Little Miss is purring up a storm.
She really is.
She's a champion purrer.
Okay, here's the second one. And so I think it's in the same vein.
Okay.
But you may not.
Interesting. These are more where the first two felt very close to being twins, like maybe they were born a few minutes apart. These are sisters more. Quench the same thirst. I like the first one a lot better. And I think it's because there's a lemony or a, without being like cleaner product, it smelled brighter to me. This definitely does have though that, God, I'm trying to figure out what's different about this one. It's a little different. This smells a little less, you know, I hate the gendered perfume thing, but I'm going to have to say it. This one felt, God, they're both really close to the middle as far as unisex.
Mm-hmm.
This one felt a tiny bit more feminine to me for some reason. I don't know why. This one feels a little woodier, but they're definitely both to me like an uplifting spa scent.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Do you have any guess as to which each
what they are?
Yeah.
If I had to guess, do you think I've smelled them before?
I think you probably have. Yes, both.
This is up against my back. Hi, girl. God. Is it Louis? Shit. What's the name of that? You sent me when you had me smell the first mystery bunch. Cher. Is that the name of the artist? And I thought it smelled in the realm of, I don't think they're the same, but in the realm of like Clarins Eau d'Animation. Oh God, I'm trying to think. Anyways, some of these like aromatic, freshy, lemony scents.
Oh.
No. What are these?
Well, take off your blindfold.
Oh, sorry. Hi. It was No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Okay. Oh, wow. These, okay, this is mind-blowing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I like these more than I knew. So here, one of the things that's cool about aging or about collecting for a long time is, of course, your tastes develop and change and, right? And here's what's wild to me. I discounted both of these when I first smelled them. And here's why. I was so into dark, deep. And so I love both of these lines, right? A lot. Like, Cliniques were some of my first perfumes I fell in love with. I bought Aromatics in black and I love it. And I feel like it suits me, right? And same with, I bought every Elizabeth and James with this one because I just felt like, oh, it's too bright and preppy and no. Guess what? You spray it for me and I don't know that? It smells fantastic. I would love those.
I think compared to the others, yeah, but same also within this line compared to the others, it's bright while the others are like more deep and earthy.
These also smell expensive and they're not.
Yeah, both of them are actually within the same price range, but they're also both sometimes hard to get because I don't even know that either are still in production.
I know.
But sometimes
for a while that was cheap though.
Yeah.
I remember. It was like $20.
Right, and this one too because they got rid of it is like still.
And also props to both of those bottles. I think they're really
So which
pretty.
do you think is the first one you smelled?
Oh God, I don't know. So here's oh, this is my right hand. Okay, so this is the second one, right? I'm guessing based on when they were made only. I don't have enough experience. I'm guessing this is Aromatics in white because it's soapier. And I'm guessing this is Elizabeth and James because it's woodier and more unisex, but that is a total guess.
Yeah, so you're right.
Okay. Wow, this is so interesting. Yeah. Mrs. wants to be in this video so bad.
And also what's interesting, I think the only overlay between both fragrances is musk.
Oh, is that true? I mean, some of this,
all of the other
I'm going
notes
to sound
are
like a total conspiracy theorist for a minute. Do you sometimes wonder if, like in the case of the Aquilina, for instance, you said that even their notes weren't exactly alike, right? In fact, they really differed.
The way they differed, it's kind of like in semantics. Like, because one said red berries, but then the other one just said acai berry.
Do you ever think that when a perfume has done, is the cat bothering you? Are you okay?
No,
okay.
When like a back massage.
She's like, do you ever think that when a perfume does really well, I'm thinking Baccarat right now, that companies somehow figure out the closest, like they figure out the DNA of that scent, basically. They figure out how to reproduce it. And then they use that and add a little something to it. And then they call it these 12 things. We don't know for sure that those 12 things are in it.
Right.
But we know that certain people, especially of certain ages, are going to read those and go, oh my God, I have to have that.
Yeah.
You know, and these are so, now I think the first two even more similar, but these are so similar that you go, how wild that their notes would be that different. Because you're right. Those I felt like were 95% the same. These I feel like are 89% the same.
Yeah.
But pretty darn close. I don't know that somebody that didn't have a lot of experience with perfume could even tell those apart.
Right.
That's wild. Dang it. So I don't need unicorn fruit, but now I'm like, I might need one of those white bottle. They're great. Beautiful. Sometimes it's not good to have preconceived notions because I talked myself out of both those going, oh, they're just not me.
I also sometimes look at the notes and assume I won't like something based off of the notes.
There's one note you hate, and it's like, how many times, especially I hate to say it, with certain perfumers that you love, they can sometimes get around that. Like, you'll totally love something and be like, no.
Okay, you have a hand?
Cool. This is so fun. Whoa, man. Whoa, man, whoa. This is not Amy's bag. Wow. Okay, when I first smelled it, I'm just gonna, sorry. It smelled like a combination of something dead on the road and bad breath.
Okay. That could have just been me.
Stop it. It's so not you. It's you're the last. But weirdly, a mere 20 seconds later, I really like it.
This one is...
Perfume is so weird, isn't it?
Right.
Wait, let me get a sniff.
And this is an example of why you need to give something a minute too, because like I thought that smelled horrible.
What do you think you smell in it?
It's herbal, super herbal. It smells to me, I'm guessing, I'm not as good at this stuff because I don't know it as well, but like it's grassy, but better, like dried hay, maybe even patchouli, maybe even oud.
Interesting.
I also get mint or something mentholated. Herbal, dry grass. I don't know what else.
No, I kind of want to smell
Minty.
that.
Yeah, that's all I'm getting. I like it now. And actually, weirdly, I would like this on somebody I was dating. I don't know that I would wear it. Do you know what I mean? But I'd be like, wow, my friend smells good. Now it's getting more powdery, like iris or something.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I'm getting like rhizomes. You know what I mean? Like, or like rooty, powdery, and it's becoming more feminine. Wow, this is a shapeshifter. This is a weird one. I like it.
Okay, Ainsley wants to smell it, and I'm going to trade you.
Oh, yeah, Ainsley, tell me, like, oh.
Oh,
And then here's a new one for you to smell.
this kind of smells like a Bath and Body Works store, to be honest.
What? No kidding.
To me, this scent is very polarizing.
Ooh. These are sisters, but man, do I like this better.
Okay.
Ooh, this is really herb. What am I? Okay, what do you smell, Aim? Is it thyme? I'm getting cooking spices. I might even be getting cilantro or something like that. But I like this. This feels rounder. I don't know how to describe it. Fattier, rounder. Where that was dry. What am I getting?
If Bath and Body Works were herbal, this is what it would smell like.
Yeah, that I get your body product kind of feeling on that. What am I getting? God, I know it. It's like on the tip of my tongue. This feels a bit more rounder and a little bit more feminine. Not quite as dry.
Okay.
I like this better, but both are interesting. Both are very, to me, take you on a journey and complex and artsy. I would call these very artsy.
So I'm going to hand you the other one to smell against each other.
Okay.
So this is the first one. You can kind of...
Oh, wow. This is so much better when it dries down. Minty. I get a menthol something. Herbal. Oh, God. I can't. There's a keynote and I'm going to go. When you tell me, I'm going to go, yeah. Like, what the heck am I smelling? Is it, oh, man. I can't. I'm going to give up.
Okay. So
But there's, I would say these are 85%. Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
I wonder if they're even flankers.
Okay.
If I had to guess, should I guess a brand or a type?
Yeah, guess.
Man. Oh man, I feel like I might even own this.
Oh.
I mean, you probably do. I'm looking at your perfume collection.
I feel like I own this. Yeah.
The second one I gave you is a pretty popular scent.
Is it? Okay.
And I like the way it smells, but I cannot wear it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It just doesn't seem right on me, I guess.
Oh.
I give up. I can't do it. But
Okay.
these are so interesting. I can't. I'm gonna not say the right
So
thing.
I'm going to need your help pronouncing the first one so you can take your blindfold
ready?
off. It's the Beauty Pie.
Oh, La Posie de Chiffre.
So that's the first one. And then the second one was
I don't even know if that's.
Terry Mugler.
Oh, of course.
Angel.
That's what it is. It's Angel DNA. Is that the original Angel?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? No wonder I know it. This was one of the first. I mean, you're probably too young, but I'm telling you, whether you love Angel or not, I almost really cursed because I'm passionate about this. I can't even tell you what a game changer that. I mean, we were like, what in the, like, it was so different in how it combined things.
Yeah.
And here's why I thought for a while I didn't like Angel. People were wearing fakes and they were bad, and I mean, people would over the spray this stuff and you'd about knock out in a room. I mean, like, it was so strong.
So,
but I've been wanting it lately, and based on that, I like that a lot.
to me, the mixture of the kind of burnt sugar and patchouli.
It's the patchouli. Both of these are so patchy. Yeah.
To me, smells
It's
kind
not
of
vetiver,
like.
it's patchouli that I'm smelling.
To me, it smells kind of like rubber, like a tire.
Yes. No. And that's okay. So I know this is weird. Grew up in Akron, Ohio. I smelled rubber all the time. I loved that because to me, it was an industrial gourmand.
Okay.
I was like, it's radically artistic, bizarre. And then it's got even a little chocolate coffee and stuff. Like, so guess what? Your girl loves that and needs that now.
So
I've been looking at it. I've also been looking at Muse, which was just discontinued. So I need a bottle of that before it goes up too much.
Is that the green one?
It's the one in the star shape that you have to hold.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So here's what I'm surprised by. Even though they're slightly different, I like this so much more.
This one has a lot more notes in it.
Yeah.
So they have crossover.
Rounder. Do you get what I mean by it?
Yeah.
It's rounder. It's like,
hold on.
it's syrupy.
So
But the patchouli.
you could just look at the list of the notes between them.
Oh God. I know this is weird, but
And you were right about the mint in the first one, but their crossover notes are vanilla bean,
wow, clary
sandalwood,
sage.
and patchouli.
I get the clary sage to this. So so this is why you need, if you want, to give time, because I actually think patchouli smells like bad breath sometimes, or like a paper bag when you first, or very stale and gross, but it warms up into this beautiful thing. But I think a lot of people that think they hate patch is because they just can't get through that, you know? These are both great, but I love this one more.
Yeah.
Interesting though, you're so good at, like, they really are so similar in some ways. It's funny how also a little something can make you like something much more.
So I'm wondering what is in the second one that makes just the fact.
I think part of it's because it's in my DNA, whether I know it or not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, which you also just in general you prefer like stone fruit fragrances, and there's a lot of stone fruit in the Terry Mugler that's not in the first one.
Isn't there is there coffee in that, or am I crazy?
There's caraway and nutmeg.
Caraway. Remember how I said I thought I smelled
And there's caramel and chocolate in it.
caramel chocolate? It's like praline. Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, who knew that this girl liked Angel that much? Wow. This smells like you.
Oh, really?
Yep. This smells like something you would wear if I had guessed for sure. This smells really nice. What am I smelling? This is more aquatic, but I like it, which is rare. This is herbal too, but in a totally different way, I feel like. Is there bergamot in this? You
No.
don't have to answer. What am I getting? What makes something smell soapy? And how is this different than the other soapy scent? Yeah, this smells like, I hate when people talk like this, and here I am. Smells like really expensive soap you'd get in a nice hotel. It also smells like maybe I came out of the pool and I'm wearing a really nice aquatic scent. There's something that makes me feel like pool vibes with this. What makes something smell like water? I'm not sure, but I get aquatic. I'm not good at aquatic scents, but I don't get a screechiness that I often get. So this is beautiful. I like this a lot. This almost smells like sea salt or sea air. I don't know. Those are my guesses. Oh, what? Okay, so these I think are only like 70% similar, in my opinion.
The main strong note that I get when
like
they're
I
first
own this.
sprayed are very similar.
Okay.
That gives it the soapy quality. That's what makes me think that they're so
Ooh,
similar.
what am I getting? Okay. I have experience with something in this. I'm trying to figure out what it is. There might even be petitgrain in this, or neroli. Also, I don't know why I'm smelling a lot of things like herbs, green herbs you cook with. What else am I getting? I feel like it's got to be in the like neroli or like leaf of a, I almost just said leaf of a plant. Brilliant.
So my thought between the two fragrances is that they are like the same fragrance, but one is on the water and the other one is in the woods.
Huh. This smells sea salt beachy.
Mm-hmm.
This is vetiver. I'm trying to figure out what note this is because it's something I like and it's, is it fig leaf? No, it's not that. Man, I wish, you know what this is also teaching me? I still have a long way to go to develop my nose. I mean, I get a lot more than I used to, but I can't tell you what this is. But I have a feeling when you tell me, I'll be like, yeah, for sure.
So do you have a guess for other fragrances?
I almost feel like this could be, you know how sometimes when somebody comes out with a perfume and it does well, it's like, this is the OG, and then this is the Intense version that they tweaked a little, made stronger. And so, sorry, what did you ask? Oh, is there rose in this?
No.
Oh, God, really? Man, I would have sworn. Or peony or geranium. These smell like diptychs to me, and that's a total wild guess.
Okay, neither one are, even though I thought about pulling there's a diptyque, I thought about pulling
my God, I want this so much. Oh, no wonder. I love both of these.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's a mind blow. Mm-hmm. This is the other one that's in my cart right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Loe?
I've heard it pronounced low, and I've also heard it pronounced Loe.
Okay, I hope my friend Lynn is watching this because Lynn is probably the most individual perfume wearer I know. She you are like this too, but she also, let me put it this way, she likes things that are so not on trend sometimes, and I think they're fucking fabulous. Whoops.
No, you can cuss. It's
and
fine.
She loves green stuff like crazy, and she's gotten me into like both of us and we've traded and stuff. And she was like synthetic jungle's really special. And then did you give me? Somebody gave me a Ducan. I was like crazy about it. She might have given it to me actually. I'm not one to spend over $100 on a bottle of perfume, and I'm telling you, I would consider buying that for $300.
But the note that you were looking for in both was
it's galbanum.
Yeah,
it's galbanum.
Yeah, that's to me gives
which I've learned just this year that I'm crazy about it. Never would have guessed
soapy, it. Almost like fresh grass kind of.
It's smell, almost so intense you can't believe it. It's like it's so gorgeous. And here's what's wild to me: you had me smell the Paula Zaviza, and I was crazy about it because I thought it was so different than what people were wearing. And it's been in my cart, and it's just a thing where I'm like trying not to spend on perfume right now, but it's like on sale right now on Fragrance Net, and it's like really good price. They are similar enough. Like they're similar in that they will quench the same thirst, but I love both, but man, I love synthetic jungle. Like I crave it. Like, I mean, that's like a drug to me. I like it so much.
To me, this is like more of obviously like a summer breezy scent.
Yeah. It's a weird, it's a non-traditional beach. I was right though about like, you get beach.
And this one is one that I like to wear when it's spring, but still cold outside.
Or I think you could do it even in the fall too. Like,
you think you would?
Oh God, that's so good. And the reason I said I hope Lynn's watching, beyond the fact that I just love her. If she hasn't bought this yet, I feel it's like on her to buy. We've talked about like, wow, that's a stunner. It's a stunner. God dang, that's good.
Okay.
Who would have thought that would be, anyway. Wow, those are cool.
It's more subdued, less noticeable.
Interesting.
The other one's more bold and...
Oh, it is. I agree. It is. Bold is a perfect word for that scent. I wonder what they're getting at with synthetic jungle. I've been meaning to read up on that scent, actually.
Here you go.
Okay, cool. This also smells like something you'd wear.
You think? It's funny.
And what I mean by that is I always feel like you smell individual, unless you're wearing Baccarat Rouge, which I like on you a lot, and most humans. I always feel like you wear a lot of things that other people aren't wearing at that moment. But I feel like you wear a lot of unisex scents, or at least things that I think could be worn by anybody, or at least the average person wouldn't go, oh, that's feminine, or that's man. You would just go, that smells good, you know? I get pencil shavings with this, which makes me think it's it gives me pencil shavings vibe. I mean, it's woody. It's woody or oody. Is there iris in this?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why I was shocked that you would think that I would work, because I typically am not
You
an
don't like
iris
powdery.
gal. Yeah.
But this doesn't smell super sweet powder. Like, it doesn't smell like Johnson's baby powder.
Mm-hmm.
But it smells rooty like iris for sure. This definitely, I get more iris. And iris sometimes gives me a little bit of a woody feel. So I'm not sure if it's just iris or if there's actually wood or oud in this. That's all I got. It smells nice. And I think this smells a little more like a barbershop scent.
Oh,
in a good way. It smells fougere to me. I would love to wear this, or I would love to date somebody who wore this. It's really nice. That smells expensive as hell too. Don't know why. It smells like oh, I bet I have a guess.
What?
It's one of these houses, I betcha. It's Dior, or it's that Bordeaux, or I'm not sure how you say it, or it's Guerlain. It feels like classic chic expensive.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, here's
I don't know why I'm so confident about that.
Okay.
You're killing me. I don't think these smell alike. But let me give it a minute though, because that's this smells way more feminine. This smells way powdery, sweeter, rounder, almost lactonic I get from this. God, that's beautiful. This doesn't smell as expensive. Don't ask me why.
So I will tell you, one of them is between $200 and $300, and the other one you can get for $30.
Fantastic. I have a feeling though, this is actually the more expensive one. Oh,
why do you have that feeling?
Is there lemon in this?
No.
Oh, God, I'm just losing.
There is fig in it, so it could be the fig that kind of gives that vibe.
Boy, is this a weird one, and I mean that in the best way. God, is it tea? I'm trying to figure out what I'm getting here. Why are so many things smelling soapy to me? I don't know. See now, I would never say these were in the same category.
And it could be because of the note that is
making them different,
similar, kind of between them each.
Okay.
Is a note that I typically don't like, which is obviously the orris or the iris. And so then I just kind of write the whole thing off. But I put those together because of the orris and the I can see how they're both iris, but this also, and maybe it's because I like iris and I like powdery notes and all that stuff. But this smells like orris. This smells like iris. Interesting. Because there is one that is orris and one that is iris, but you've got a mix.
Oh, no kidding. This is way deeper, rounder. This is stranger to me. And even though I thought this smelled more expensive, I'm guessing this is a more expensive one, but all these could be gut. But this is very interesting. I'm dying. So,
okay, let me.
Are they both? I'm trying to think if there's any other houses. I would guess that this is a diptyque or something, but I don't know that it is. So, anyways, yeah. Can I take?
Yep, take it off.
Wow. Okay, so I'm not surprised that I don't like the Glossier U as much.
Really, that's the one you like.
It is? Get out of here.
That's the one you love.
Okay, so
hold on, which one? So the first one, that was the one you liked, right? The first one?
No.
I like the
second one.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. The first one was the Glossier.
Both of these, though, again, like I'm learning or being reminded so many things about smelling perfumes through this experience. One is really do give it time, because here's an example. My friend Linda sent me, I'm going to have you smell some of the things she sent me. They're so great. But I just discounted, there was a point where I stopped liking some of what Jo Malone made. And so I kind of just stopped smelling them, right? And then she sent me this. And at first when I smelled it, I didn't think I liked it. But man, when it dries down, it becomes much more powdery. And it almost takes on like a rice. It smells toasty even to me. I don't know, but they both, I was surprised because it's called Poppy, that it was so irisy, you know. Now Glossier, I'm just gonna be honest, I know everybody loves it. I mean, everybody, like, and I know it smells good. Like if I smelled it on somebody, I'd be like, you smell good, undeniably. But I'm tired as hell of that kind of fragrance.
Yeah.
That everybody, where I'm like, this to me is more of a statement, and I love it.
It's got very simplistic notes. It's just musk, and then it powdery notes, and iris. That's all.
That's it?
That's it.
Interesting.
Whereas in this one is ambrette, orris fig, poppy, tonka bean, heliotrope, and
Tonka.
barley.
Oh, it is barley.
There's barley.
I got it right. Yeah. So here's what I think is sad about this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't always. I would love to know what the creative director had in mind when they called it what they called it, but I'm like, I don't think this sounds like how it smells.
Yeah.
So I would have never bought it if it wasn't for my friend that sent it to me, and then I wore it. I wore it for like a week straight. I was like, I'm crazy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's good. But I can see that you not liking that actually.
Yeah.
Do you not like it when it dries down, especially?
I mean, again, it's that iris, waxy, powdery kind of thing. It's just, and people tell me I smell good when I wear. There's just something about it.
I would literally categorize that as a no autumn one.
Yeah.
Because of your hatred of powder. No, I mean, for real. We all have them. Like, wow, that was interesting. Okay. How interesting, too, that sometimes it's just minor tweaks that might make something so much more likable. So, like, I have a feeling Glossier is just so much more likable, especially for people just getting in a perfume. But they're not that. I mean, they smelled really different when I first sprayed them, but I get why you're saying there's some similarities. But I like the other ones so much better.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so interesting.
Oh, all 3 cats on the bed.
Hey, it's a cat pile. Cody.
Right.
Oh my gosh, so interesting.
You ready for the next one?
Yes.
So we have two more to go.
Okay.
Well, I guess 4 more fragrances, but 2 more blind tests.
Oh,
goodness.
What?
Cody's on the
Is there a cat on the bed? Are we on the table?
Cody's
Tell
on the
me
table.
if you want me to.
Let's see what happens.
Tackle him.
Let's just see what happens.
He's usually pretty good where he, very cat-like, won't knock something over. Unlike Paris, one-eyed Paris.
Give me a hand.
Bye, miss. Cody's back in the bed.
That smells like you. For real. That smells like Baccarat Rouge. But I'm not sure if it is. It might be one of the clones or one of the ones that are really similar. But that's that sweet, woody, both genders combination of, I mean, this is another example, kind of like Angel. When this first came out, I was like mind blown. When Baccarat Rouge, I'm not sure if that's it. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, I'm going to wait to smell the second one.
Okay, so I'll spray the second for you to compare.
This is, and I think
Here's
this
the second one.
changes depending on where you live in the world. Because sometimes people will, through perfume videos will be like, I'm so sick of this scent. And I'm like, oh, that must be because it's worn a lot where you live, and it's funny how territorial that can be, or like based on certain stores or whatever. But like, I smell Baccarat Rouge out so much, it's wild. And I predict it on people and they laugh. But like, I don't know if I told you, I was waking up from an operation recently. And I was like, who's wearing Baccarat Rouge? Were my first words. And they were like, what? Like, and it was, they were like, how did you know? And then I took a guess at what somebody else was wearing in the room. Oh boy.
Are you noticing differences between them?
Yeah.
But they're within the same vein, right?
Oh, like 96%, but they're different enough. Like you can definitely, and I'm trying to figure out, boy, I'm going to take a guess and it's probably going to be wrong.
Okay.
I think this is a more expensive one. I think this is Baccarat. We'll see. I like this more.
Really?
I think I do. This feels, again, rounder. This feels more woody and chemical, but yet I like them both a lot. Like, if I hadn't smelled either one of these, I would have to have them because it's just so different than other perfumes before them. You know what I mean? Like, it's, again, that comment, just like Terry Mugler, Angel, it's the combination was just like so wild. Now I'm thinking this might be a dupe or Cloud. And this is, I'm not sure about that. Cause I only wore like samples in the beginning, and then it did, I smell it too much on people that I don't want to wear it.
So I will tell you that you're right. One is Baccarat.
Okay.
And the other one is a $125 fragrance that it's
Can
not, I'm thinking they meant for it to be, but it's.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, come on.
It's not.
And there's an example where, okay, so a lot of places talk about that they're making a dupe or something similar because it'll sell. I think a lot of companies are literally just playing with that DNL, tweaking it, and they know it'll sell because people recognize it whether they know it or not.
Because it's not mentioned on their website at all that this is so I got this through Anthropology.
Oh, no kidding.
And it's not mentioned on there at all.
Was that the first or the second
The what?
that I smelled? Is that the first one?
This was the first one.
No kidding. Okay. So I do like Baccarat more, and I'm not surprised because I do think it's not always the case. I do think they're better. Like, I think that's the goodie. That's dang good though. And especially when I was first collecting, I mean, heck now. Did I have 300 and some? No. I would have bought that in a second.
Yeah. Because
that is so close.
This has
That's a gift. Anybody watching this who likes Baccarat, I'm telling you, this has all the same notes as Baccarat. And then they've added in almond. Almond.
And then there is Bulgarian rose.
They're both so good.
And then cedar, moss, and then light amber and musk. So there's more in this than in Baccarat. All the same notes, and then they've added in more.
So interesting.
So this seems a little bit deeper to me.
Oh, does it?
Whereas in Baccarat, to me, is more kind of mellow and sweet and rounded. Where this is almost like
more sweet too.
If you think that Baccarat maybe is a little too feminine, and you're a man but you like, I would say this is a little bit more masculine, a little bit more woody.
Meanwhile, I just have to say, and you smell great in Baccarat. I cannot believe how good my friend John smells in Baccarat. And I think a lot of people would discount it as being a women's scent.
Yeah.
He smells incredible.
But the weird thing is there are a lot of women who smell
think?
this and they think it's too manly.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But you're right. I think it's sweeter too.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That is a gift to anybody who loves Baccarat that you figured that. I mean, that is a great.
Which I didn't know
so
when I got
gross.
it. And I already had Baccarat. So I was actually upset when I ended up, and I got this one and I was like, oh my gosh.
Now, because you finally spent the I remember you were like, why didn't I just spend the money? Do you like them?
Is this one Baccarat?
I don't remember now.
Let me smell.
She probably can tell.
Let me smell the other one.
Sweeter, I think.
Yeah, that's Baccarat. This is the Nomad.
That's so cool. And you said that was around 100?
125.
And you know they also have 20% sales all the time.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's a third of the price. So that's phenomenal. Okay.
I'd say that this one, like, although they've been like on the thing for almost the exact same amount of time, this one stays longer.
What do you think?
But there's to all the Baccarat sorts of dupes out there, I find that they almost have a sourness to them.
Oh, really?
And so if you smell them side by side,
it's like a bold kind of like
this one's
sour, woody kind of
smoother,
smell.
and this one has a slight sourness. And that's what I find to be the difference between the original and all the dupes.
That's where sometimes, and it's not always the case, really, 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 but that is sometimes how you can tell they're more expensive, where it's just like, it just smells rounder. Bless you. Not as sharp. And
How did they sneeze?
I don't know. You just
they're
yell.
both great. I mean, truly, like, especially when I was younger, I would have nobody would.
But that's how I can always determine the dupe, because there's a sourness in all of the dupes.
Wow. Wonder what, it's so interesting.
And I don't know if it's
And
the
I kind of
quality.
love that because you know what that tells me? Sometimes you can't totally nail the DNA. Like, you're not going to get 100% probably.
Yeah.
So interesting. Wow. And again,
But I would say out of all the other dupes that I have, like at home.
how many do you think you've tried at least even? Not
So
just
I even bought
own?
a ton with the expectation of me doing a video that I haven't got around to because I'm just so busy. But I have purchased, I think I have like 13 dupes.
Yeah.
And I would
So
say
you
that
know.
one is the highest quality, but you're also paying $125 for it.
Yeah, where some of them are like 40 and interesting.
Yeah. Or even cheaper, like the Zara one, which I think is a really great one, was like less than 20.
Is that the Rose Gourmand?
I think it's called Sweet Temptation or something.
Okay.
Red Temptation.
A friend of mine sent it to me, and again, I feel terrible because it is great, but I'm just so sick to death of the dupes. But
Yeah.
but it was really good. It was amazing price point for sure. This is a love at first scent, and I need it. God, that's gorgeous. This is summer day happy. This is happy. Happy in a bottle. This is orange to me. I don't know why. It's orangey. This is fleshy citrus, sunshine, maybe a little grass and green. God, it's gorgeous. I love it. This is something. It's funny because even though I've learned to like things I didn't immediately like and more complex scents, this is easy for me to. I'm just like, I would wear this and just love how I smelled. I'd be happy. This is a mood affector. This is truly, this is happiness in a bottle, and my friend Sarah will love this scent, whatever it is. I don't think I own it. I have no.
No, I don't think you do.
Oh, I'm guessing. I could guess at what this is, though. I don't know why I think I could. It's it's either. I confuse these two companies because they're in similar bottles. If I had to guess, just totally winging it, based on like profiles and brands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing this is something made by like either commodity or what's the company that made the marigold orange, the scent you gave me, and I love it. Shoot, what the heck is the name of that? I'll think. Anyway, this feels more modern for sure.
Okay.
But yet classic elements. I don't know, but this girl, I'm crazy about this one.
Okay, here's the second.
Oh, wow. This is a tiny bit sweeter. This has 5% more creamsicle, where this is more natural. But you aren't kidding. You are freaking awesome at this. You could convince me these are the same scent. Now, smelling them next to
Would
each other.
that be hilarious? And then you tell us how different they are and they're the same scent? I'm just kidding.
No, totally. No, I actually think.
Yeah.
And sometimes maybe they're just slightly different because I'm smelling them at different times too. You know what I mean?
And one is
Are these different scents?
They are.
You nailed this though, man. These are. I can't even believe how similar these are.
So one costs around $100 for a full size bottle. The other costs $33.
So I'm wrong about brands. Are they orangey?
Yeah.
Yeah. These are beautiful. And Sarah's favorite scent is orange. Like, these are, I love the smell. I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe it's an aromatherapy thing. It's not just Amy, but it's like, this is happiness in a bottle. I don't know how you could be in a bad mood and spray that.
I like this orange creamsicle perfume that says that it's supposed to make you happy.
Yeah. Well, citrus does do that.
I feel like this is the slightest bit more creamsicle than this. That's all I got. I'm taking my mask down.
Okay. Yeah. So the first one you smelled is the Beauty Pie Orange Absolute.
Oh, great. I didn't know that I like Beauty Pie. This is interesting.
That was the only one I kept from their original scent line.
I've been wanting to try Tangerine Boy just based on the name. Mm-hmm. I love it. I love this name.
That's the
which I'm
sweeter
surprised
one that they call it Boy, but it's sweeter.
I'm surprised I like that, and I'm going to just say why, and I sound like a jerk. It's very on trend, and I don't tend to like on trend scents.
The ad really turned me off. If you saw the ad,
I don't remember, but I don't. I just know that I don't even like some of the people that are hyping it. Honestly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where I was like, I have no desire to try it.
Which
I like the marketing. I like the way it looks, and so that's why I want to try it.
And I loved Fleur's original scents, and I have not been loving. Like when they did Missing Person.
Oh God.
And Not Your Baby.
And they're getting blown up. And I'm like, what the heck?
But I have liked
gorgeous.
This one, and I have liked their Solar one that they just came out with too, which is also a beautiful citrus scent.
What's it called?
Is it Solar Power?
Okay.
So nice.
I'm just saying, this is a sweeping generalization. If you like orange flesh, you got to get this scent.
Yeah.
It's fabulous. Mm-hmm. And how much is that?
So for a full-size bottle, I think they're 96 or somewhere in there for Fleur. You can get this travel size. I got it for around 30.
Oh, it's great.
But Beauty Pie, if you have a membership, you get the full bottle for around 30.
That's a killer deal. That
if
smells.
You don't have
I actually think, even though it's
100.
not complex, it smells expensive too.
Mm-hmm.
So something I would love to know. I don't know if you've worn them enough yet to know. Do either of them have lasting power?
No.
Okay.
Neither one.
Because that is the only thing that might here's an example. If this at 100 had lasting power and this didn't at 30, I might still go for that.
Mm-hmm. Neither one does. And that's another bone I have to pick with the Fleur. Their older scents had wonderful lasting power in the white bottles.
Yeah.
Then they switched over to these, and none of them have...
That Missing Person, I was like, missing scent.
Yeah. None of them have lasting power. They're nice for a second, but then you have to just douse yourself in them.
Gosh, it smells so good though. Like,
it's
I can't believe I'm saying this because typically I want a really different experience from a candle or a room spray, but weirdly, I would like that as a room spray too. Boy, I just love it, how it makes me feel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. So were there any that were standouts that you thought that you really wouldn't need one if you had the other?
Yeah. Definitely pink sugar. That is, I cannot believe that.
So these
because
two,
they're being marketed as different enough. They're really not that different. And here's what surprises me. I mean, I forget how much I like pink sugar in the beginning, and one of the things I like about it is I feel like this is a hint more licoricey.
It does have
and I'm a
licorice,
licorice
this
girl,
not.
so I think that's part of the reason I like it.
Yeah.
But you better believe if I bought that first, it's close enough. It's quenching that thirst, and so like those are unbelievably similar.
And the thing is, they cost about the same.
Yeah.
But you get twice the amount.
You can find sales on this way cheaper,
Yeah.
though.
So like I'm thinking like $30 usually for this one is about what I pay, and this is $48.
Meanwhile, I pay about 12 to 15 at TJ Maxx.
Yeah, and you get twice
that
as
never
much.
goes on sale.
Right.
Almost
well,
never.
unless through Ulta,
Mercari
if you have a
something.
coupon or something, because it's always on Ulta. So
those are super similar, and I absolutely think, I can't believe I'm saying you do not need both of those.
Yeah.
I think the two white bottles are very close, like crazy close. Like I don't know that somebody else could tell the difference.
Yeah.
I think I liked Aromatics a hint more, but I do not need both.
These give me the same vibe, and I like layering these. So this one, the whole point of Nirvana when they came out with the other, like you could mix the black and white together.
Oh, I've never tried that, and I have so many. I should do that.
And so that was them. Like, they said since they were like, I guess 3 notes per fragrance, like you mix to kind of get what you want. So this I always like to layer with their black fragrance.
Oh,
and it's beautiful.
Oh, I bet.
And they kind of scratch the same itch for me.
I honestly can't say enough about that Elizabeth and James line. If you told me what's a brand that an artistic person who didn't have a lot of budget would, I'm like, they killed it. They're amazing.
Yeah.
And they smell so artsy and weird. I can't believe they're popular, actually. I'm shocked. And they're high quality. Like,
but
both of those smell, you don't need both of them. They both smell super expensive.
Which I am also shocked that neither one of them are really in production right now.
I know, because they actually seem like I hate some of these trends we're using now as other new clean girl aesthetic, but they do feel clean aesthetic for sure.
But if I have a fragrance that feels a bit heavy, by adding that in, it kind of gives it a
like
lightness.
an airy. Wow, I would never guess that. Probably because I don't have much experience with this stuff.
And I'm not really a perfume mixer.
Yeah,
but that is one that I do like to mix.
So those are similar, and then the Baccarat Rouge, and those are similar enough. Now, if you're a true, what I kind of learned through you, and I'm this way about a few scents that have been duped a lot that I really love, like Addict, and I could name a few others, but it's like the original just has something special, man.
It doesn't. All the others go sour. I find that there's just something in them, and I think it could be maybe the grade of saffron they use.
Oh, interesting.
And this is just smoother, and then this goes sour. And then what I also find is sometimes you become kind of anosmic to it. Like it goes away, you don't smell it.
And I don't understand that because other people smell it on you. I can smell it 20 feet away from somebody. I can smell. I literally been in stores and gone, who's wearing Baccarat? And someone will be like, over here.
So you don't smell it on yourself,
bizarre.
which is so crazy. Because once you have it on, and then there'll be like a gust of wind.
Yeah.
And then I smell it again on myself. Whereas in these, slightly sour, and you never go anosmic to it. Like it's just there.
And I'll tell you what, even though I absolutely think this is better, especially, not until just recently did I have a little expendable income to really buy perfume. I would have absolutely bought that and been thrilled with it. Totally. So those are really similar, but I'm not saying if you love Baccarat Rouge, you shouldn't consider it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting at here. The others feel, you know what they feel like to me? Not sisters, but flankers. The other ones, I absolutely think you're right. They're like in the same family. But one of the things that makes me crazy about flankers these days is they don't smell like somebody will be like, opium is an example. Like, do the opium flankers smell like opium? Heck no. But like these to me smell like flankers.
This is like to me if somebody was wearing the same fragrance And this one smells like that same person wearing the same fragrance is now standing on the beach. And now that's the same person wearing the same fragrance
greens.
walked into the jungle.
Totally.
Like, yeah. It's like the same, it's like their surroundings mixed in. And I think it's that, the gal, I never considered.
Galbanum.
Yeah, I think it's that because that has such a distinct smell.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I kind of need both of those. And I don't have either of them. So while this experiment has been good for me in some ways, this is the one where I'm like, I won't be happy.
I thought this would be a nice experiment to do to
I actually think what I need to do is buy this from my friend Sarah because I just feel like it's going to suit her so well. And you don't smell this on everybody. That's the other thing I love about them is like it's super beautiful, but like you're not going to smell all the time. But this one...
She's special.
I'm such a hoe when it comes to this marketing too. I'm just like, look at this. Isn't that like red lipstick red in the back? Like, come on. This thing is crazy, awesome, artistic weirdo. I can't believe it. I don't think it's popular.
So then we just had the last two. I guess we might as well circle back on them too if we talked about the rest.
So
this beauty pie.
I think those are very similar, but different enough that one wouldn't quench the other.
They still have that super sweet patchouli that to me reads as rubber.
Oh.
In both of them. This one is a little more rubbery than this one, but I still, 100% plastic rubber.
Man, you're so bad for me because now I gotta have that.
Oh.
It's so good. And I love that bottle even, actually. I think that would be enough for me, that size. Because you only need, am I correct? I remember you only need 1 or 2 sprays of that. And the world knows you were in it. Good job, though, at like, those are so interesting. I almost feel like this is the younger sister of that.
Yeah.
And those, I get it. You're absolutely right about like the similarities.
This one's fresher.
But to me, they're so different. Like this is way more artistic and interesting and rounder and softer, where this is everybody's wearing it.
Yeah.
Now, again, I'm not critical in that. If somebody was wearing that next to me at work, Glossier, I'd be like, you smell great. You're my great smelling coworker.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's unique enough.
Yeah.
For me. This
This also smells like somebody, like, you're like, oh, she showered today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
People say though, and I'm not sure if it's marketing or true. Like if people bought in the market, Lord knows I do sometimes, or I'll be like, they said that about that scent, now I think it. But a lot of people say this smells very different depending on who's wearing it. Now, meanwhile, that's perfume, but
that's also white musk. Like white musk is notorious for that, and that's what is in there is white musk.
Right.
And so I think that is where, same with that missing person is very heavy on white musk, and everybody says it smells like somebody you miss, but at the same time, it literally is white musk.
Interesting. Yeah. So I do think though, part of the reason I'm pointing that out is while I might not like it and think, well, I might not find it worth buying and think it's not individual enough. It doesn't mean it might not literally be that on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just isn't to me, but I bet this could smell really avant-garde on somebody else, you know? Also really like the bottle, but wow, that was so interesting. Somehow has not quelled my need to buy perfume.
Sorry. But I will say, if you were to just go through yours.
Oh, God.
And put them in scent categories.
Yeah,
so
I bet.
And I started off very broadly with
too.
doing mine is I had like my sugary gourmands together. And then I had like my deeper gourmands. And then I had like all my neroli scents because I have a lot of neroli scents. And I put together, quite there for a while, like neroli was like my bag.
Did you find
vanilla scents?
I fear that actually if I took all these perfumes out of my cabinet and reorganized based on that, you would see my problem areas. I mean, I bet I have 30 that smell the same. I'm not even kidding. Like I really have a type sometimes that and it's funny because both you and I have probably over the years become much more open-minded to certain things. But it doesn't take away sometimes that you're like, why do I like that thing?
And I can appreciate every scent, but do I want to wear it on my body? Or do I need 15, 20 scents that are in the same wheelhouse? Probably not. so that was kind of
it's
like
helping you to
eye-opening.
Declutter probably some things. Yeah. This is such an this was so valuable to me. Like cool and super fun. The most fun I've had for a long time.
She needs to get you need to do more fun things, looks like. All right.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun.
All right. You good, Ansley?
Wait, before we go though, I'm curious.
Yeah.
Are all these going to stay in your collection?
No.
Okay. What are the ones you like the most out of these? I'm just curious.
So I feel like at this point, this is just kind of like a go-to for me.
No,
so
it's a killer.
This one. And then actually out of the Aqualina Pink Sugar and the Truly, I find that this one's just slightly brighter.
Oh yeah.
And that one, so this will probably go to
Got
Ansley.
it.
She seems
Yep.
to like that.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Then this is nice, but it has that sourness to it. So
I like that.
And you
I'm
got the
getting rid of no
OG, so you're good, right?
She's over here. She's like, I like that.
I like it. Totally take it.
Yeah, it probably will go to Ansley.
Oh my gosh, love it.
And then between these two,
Yeah,
I love them
they're
both.
so similar. Yeah.
But if I had to just keep one, it would be the Nirvana.
Would it? Okay.
And I think they're very, but I don't
It's a little
need
more
them,
soapy, I feel like.
and I don't go through like that much perfume to
Yeah.
keep.
Yeah, no, they're similar now. I get it.
Oh.
Although, man, I love that Elizabeth and James spot. But I like both of those spots. That milky white of. Yeah.
And I would probably keep Tangerine Boy over this one. However, I feel like I have to spray half the bottle in order for it to
Shoot.
last. So I'll probably just end up
Expensive.
going through both of them.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I would even use those as sheet spray. Expensive sheet spray.
I just like both of these.
You just like them?
And I'm
Do
not,
you?
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
so you
that's so
can,
funny.
you can just keep that one.
No,
'cause you
I'm
were
going to
saying-
buy that from you.
Well,
Anyways, we'll have that off
discuss
camera.
it.
We'll have our problems off camera.
And then I'm keeping both of these because I feel like it's the same scent in different
They're
locations.
phenomenal. They're great. They're both so amazing. Those are, man, I mean, you say this about all these. Those are artworks. to
And
me.
then if I had to choose one between the both, I need to test more, but like honestly, I don't like either one.
No, they're not you, but I think they're great.
Yeah.
But that especially isn't you. When when my friend sent it to me, I was like, I'm crazy about Autumn will hate this.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew
And
it.
then
I was like, because it dries down powdery.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that barley thing almost makes it, wow, that was cool.
So that's about half of
cool.
them that I'm
so
getting
this is
rid
a
of.
good experiment for you,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like, okay, wow.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
So here's a reminder to look at life that's pouring into you. And so my friend, let me tell you once again, and you know that it's true. Forget about seeing it